Have you figured out your niche? Are you helping adding value to other people's lives? Then you're in the right place. Welcome to Munira's Musings with your host, co-author of Conversations with Top Real Estate Investors Volume 3, Munira Zahabi.
Greetings from Chicagoland. This is Munira, your host for Munira's Musings. Welcome to another show with another guest. Our guest today is William Hung, all the way from California. He has an extraordinary journey and has a beautiful niche. Hi, William. Thank you so much for being on my show.
Yes, thank you. I'm excited. I love the name of your show about niching.
Thank you. So, yes, this show is all about niches. We talk about niches because everybody has had to go through this journey to find their own niche. And it has become such a wonderful thing where we as people have had to endure some kind of difficulty, some kind of failure, some kind of something. Endurance is the word. And then come out across and become very successful. It's a journey, it's a lifestyle, and it is determination. So this show finds people that have created their own destiny by not failing, by not accepting the defeat, by not sitting down with failure and said, I'm not good for anything. They have taken the success because they have now looked at other people and then looked at their analyzed their situation and created their own destiny. So let's just go to William and talk about how he's doing and what he's doing. I know for a fact that you are on American Idol. So is that correct?
Yes.
So before we go into that conversation, tell us a little bit about yourself.
When I first started out in my life, I was expected to get good grades in school, become a civil engineer, all the normal things you might expect as an Asian. And I thought I would go in that direction because I was good with math. I got that from my mom, but I also got the gambling gene from my dad because he loves playing gambling on baccarat.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah. But as time went along, I know that I was struggling with college. It wasn't the same thing as high school because in high school I was just getting good grades. That everything was a breeze, everything was easy. But in college, not so much. So I figured that I need to do something different. And one day I saw this poster for a school talent show. And I figured, why not? I got nothing to lose. And I sang Ricky Martin's song, She Bangs.
Okay, all right. And,
and somehow I won. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
So nothing to lose, and you won. So did you go in hoping that you're gonna win?
I didn't know what was gonna happen. I didn't have any expectations, but I won the talent show, and that's what gave me the confidence to audition for American Idol.
So was this in college or high school?
College.
Okay, perfect. So now you decided that you're gonna be on Idol. So how long did you have to prepare?
Not that long. It was. I saw the news a couple of days later that I could just show up and audition, and I did it. And somehow I got all the way to see Randy, Paula, and Simon, and that's the part that most people saw on TV, where Randy held a white sheet of paper to cover up his face and giggled throughout the entire audition. Paula was getting into the groove, and I kept going. She bangs, oh baby, when she moves, I go crazy.
Okay, and what about Simon?
Then Simon said, thank you. You can't sing, You can't dance. So what do you want me to say? And then I had a choice. I could be angry and upset like the other contestants, or I can stay positive and set a new example. So I said, I already gave my best. I have no regrets at all. Paula said, good for you. That's the best attitude yet. I said, I had no professional training. And Simon goes, no, well, that's the surprise of the century.
Okay. Okay. So then what happened? So you got off the stage, you were not angry, you had a good attitude.
Yeah, and I just thought nothing would happen. I just thought I'd go back to school and that's it. But 4 months later, Fox broadcasted my audition, and then my life went crazy. Everything went crazy. There's a lot of reaction to this one. It's like I got like hundreds of emails for movie and TV appearances, but I was also criticized on by the media, by other people that didn't like me. So Fox newscaster John Beer said William Hung is the worst singer ever. And then some critics said William Hung portrays the biggest Asian stereotypes. And some classmates said, go back to school. So that bothered me. That's why that really stings because I know that even though Simon is a mean guy, so I know that Simon, he's just playing his role. It doesn't bother me all that much. But when it comes from real people, that bothered me for a while. But I had to let that go.
Okay, so then what did you do? So when you had all these email come to you and your life went crazy and explained crazy. So you had all these emails. Did you audition for any movies? Are you in any movies?
I didn't do too many movies in the beginning, but I did a lot of appearances like Entertainment Tonight, Ellen DeGeneres, Jay Leno, and then like my classmates went crazy. It's like all of a sudden I was asked for pictures and autographs. I couldn't walk anywhere without getting stopped.
And that made you feel important.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you are this ordinary Asian guy who expected to be a civil engineer, and now you are a star. How did your parents?
Yeah, my parents were surprised. They weren't sure what to make of it. They saw me on TV a few days later because I never told them.
Ah, okay, so that was a surprise. That was not just a small surprise. I know we're Asian too, and our parents expect that the expectations are high.
Yeah.
Something like this, it's like, oh my God, what did you do?
Yeah.
So then what happened? So now what are you doing? And are you still in college? Have you left college?
So I left college because I didn't want to have any regrets in my life. Even though there's pros and cons for pursuing the entertainment industry, one of my friends told me that you're only gonna get this chance once in your lifetime, and that's true. That's why I went for it. It doesn't matter what happens, good or bad. I just want to go for it and see what happens. But wow, unbelievable! I actually got a record contract from Koch Records, and then my first album, Inspiration, somehow became the #1 independent album on Billboards. It's like I was living the dream life.
Awesome. So did you write the song or did somebody provide you the song?
No, the record company wrote a few songs, but I did mostly cover songs, plus shebangs.
Okay, all right. So now you've got this album. Now, you wrote in your bio that you had looked at other people's successes. What people did you look at?
Sure. So throughout the years, I looked at Kelly Clarkson, Carrie Underwood, other American Idol contestants, and then in recent years, I would say I looked at other professional speakers like Les Brown, Tony Robbins, Simon Sinek, a lot. I looked at a lot of people.
And what did you find? That's common?
They are much more resilient than you think. A lot of their success didn't come easy, and somehow I felt that even though I was living my dream life, I felt jaded in the beginning. I felt like everything came too easy, and I didn't value it. I didn't try to leverage it, grow my business.
Okay. So now you've looked at all the successful speakers. You've got your album up there. What's the next step? You've already spoken at TED Talk. What's your TED Talk about?
Well, my TED Talk. Let me fill in the gaps just a little bit here because my audition was back in 2004, and my entertainment business or career, I was doing it full time for about 4 years, traveling, performing everywhere, living my dream life. But then things started to slow down. And that's when I decided, well, maybe I should go the safe route. So I went back to school, I got my degree, I got my stable job, and I've been working for that stable job for the LA County government for about 7 years. That's very far from the American Idol stage.
So what do you do now? I mean, what was your degree in?
Well, my dream is to inspire people around the world. That's always been my dream. It's like I want people to feel uplifted. I want people to discover and leverage their talent so that they can be happy.
Why? So you bring up a good point. So I'm going to be a devil's advocate here. You say you want to inspire people. Just to repeat what you said. You say want to inspire people to be happy, right?
Yes.
Do you feel that people are not happy?
Huh?
Do you feel people are not happy?
Oh yes, absolutely. There's plenty of studies done, research studies done. It could be like 80 or 90% of people, they are not happy in one way or the other. And one of the really one of the big things that stood out is how many people are disengaged or not happy with their jobs right now. It's staggering. It's 70% or more.
Actually, it's 67% because Forbes did a study.
Okay.
And people who are in their jobs are not happy but they have to keep it because that's a regular paycheck that they have to get. But they're not happy. Doesn't make them happy at all. I understand totally because that's what I do as a niche navigator. I help people find the happiness in what they want to do, right?
Yeah.
So you and I have the same the same path, kind of. So let's go back to your TED Talk. What is your TED Talk about?
So my TED Talk, I actually did two of them, but the new one I did was how American Idol made me more resilient. And then my theme for that particular message is how people can choose to be happy.
Okay, so give us a few nuggets. Can you share a little bit?
Of course. So one of the key nuggets from that new TED Talk is how you choose what you hear, not what people say. And that's that's easier said than done because if we ignore every single person, that doesn't work. So what I learned is that I listen to people that's close to me, like my mentors, my close friends, sometimes family, but a lot of times you don't want to listen to your own parents because their thinking doesn't really help you, unfortunately. So yeah, you do have to listen to the right people, but usually you have to block out the noise. And that's why it's hard.
Okay. So how does one choose the right message to hear?
You try to implement different things. There's no easy answer here, because I have more than my fair share of friends, coaches, mentors, and not everybody are on point in terms of what they recommend you. think of them as doctors because we all have this problem in one way, one shape, or one way or another. We want a solution, and then the basic, you look at like coaches and mentors, they recommend a solution. You try it, see if that works. If not, try something else.
I see. Okay. So you're saying that don't listen to just to the voice, but be picky on the on the messages that you listen, because that's more important. It can come
Yes.
from anywhere. It could be books, it could be people, but just listen and be picky about the messages, which is an awesome thing. Now, how does
Yes.
that make the messages that we hear? If I pick and choose, say I choose to listen to you or Les Brown or Tony Robbins, you've mentioned all of them. How does that make me very happy?
When you intentionally search for someone and listen to someone, you're doing it for a reason. You're doing it because you feel like you're lacking in something. That's why I found it's no, like, for example, sometimes I want to go listen to other people's TED talks because I need that motivation. Other times I need the knowledge, so I just look for something that talks about knowledge. Other times I might even go look at entertainment, look at esports or something. I don't know, something fun, something that's not related to my business. But all those things together, if as long as you're not like too addicted to one area, you'll be just fine.
Okay, so you said, now we are going to go back on the track. You said that you have a business. Now you're also working in LA County, and you also have a business.
Yes. So what I'm doing is that I'm growing my speaking and coaching business, while I still have my day job, because I feel that my day job does not bring me the satisfaction that I'm looking for. But the
Brings
reason
in the money, right?
yeah.
It brings in the money to fuel your passion, right?
Yes.
So that's what it is all about, folks. Because if you are working and you're not happy, let's help you find your niche. Because he's found his in coaching and speaking. Yours can be in the same similar field, and your message can be different. But yours can be in a different field. But if it's what you want to do, if it's something that brings you happiness, then fuel your happiness with the paycheck that's coming in. You can't just cut cold turkey and say, I'm going to stop because that doesn't work. I've done it. I've experienced it, and it's not easy, because when you are starting out a business, there's a lot of little expenses that you have to deal with, and that's going to be a topic for that.
Yes.
But do what he's doing. Yeah, he expects people to be happy. He's spreading happiness, and happiness is a infection, I think, because if you've noticed, if you yawn in a public place, somebody else will start yawning. But if you start smiling, then it's just an infection, and people will start smiling. They don't have to know what the smile is about, but it just gives us a good feeling, because it helps release the endorphins in our body, right? Any
Yeah.
last words to our family, our viewers?
Well, find that voice within you and then spread that mission to people. That's what I help people do now. Because before, like in the last couple of years, I've been doing motivational speaking all over the world. But I feel that even that is not my ultimate mission yet, because I feel that the mission should be bigger than myself. So now that I'm helping purpose-driven business owners go from hidden gem to industry rock star, that feels great. It feels better when I help a friend get a TED Talk than myself.
Awesome. So it's happiness is not always just within yourself, but it's also sometimes lending a helping hand, and that
Yes.
makes a difference. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are in the business of making a difference, and you want to tell other people about what you want to do and what you are doing and how you're making a difference, you can come on our show. It's called Munira's Musings. I'm available on LinkedIn. I'm available on my website, thenichennavigator.com. And you can just become a speaker, allow us to, interview you and share with us the journey that you have endured to come to your success. That's the best part, isn't it?
Yes.
And it takes a lot of, like I call it's a lifetime journey, but we have to change wardrobes because we take a different role in our lives, and we have to change wardrobes all the time. And that makes us very, very colorful because it just allows us to learn a little bit more and work with people and understand other cultures, other nationalities, other people of different flavor, and become a part of this world, which is much more important. And if you are interested in reaching out to William, go ahead and reach out because he's going to put his information in the comment section, but he can tell us how to contact you, William.
Yeah, the easiest way is to go to my website, willhung.com, WILLHUNG.com.
Okay, and that's how you contact him, because you could need him for a TED Talk, or maybe he's going to teach you how to be on that stage. Who knows, right? But if that's if that's you and that's what you're seeking, go ahead and make that first move. And don't be afraid to make a move that may not be successful, because you are going to learn a lot of things that's going to help you catapult you to success, right?
Yes.
Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. And where in California exactly are you?
Los Angeles.
Ah, great. Thank you so much, and have a good day.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Munira's Musings with your host, Munira Zahabi. If you enjoyed our show, please share and subscribe to this channel. And for more content, please join our Facebook group,